Hello, everyone. Welcome to this broadcast. I am so excited to be here. I think I'm recording. I hope I'm recording. Facebook has been a little tricky lately, so I'm not sure if I'm live or not, but I do know that I am recording on Zoom. So it says the meeting is now recording or streaming on Facebook. So I have no idea where, but I will find myself. Anyway, welcome to today's clearing. There has been so much energy up today. I woke up to hear, I'm originally from Utah, and I woke up to hear that there has been an earthquake, a really big earthquake there, and that people are just panicked. And there wasn't a whole lot of damage, a lot of glass breaking and things falling off shelves. They did close the airport for a while to make sure that the structures were safe. There wasn't any damage to the runway or anything like that, but it was pretty widespread, or felt widespread. Both of my parents are in assisted living, and so I've been trying to get hold of them. I finally got hold of my dad, and he said they definitely felt it. And but I'm receiving a lot of emails from people about the situation, not just in Utah, but throughout the world. And as we begin locking things down a little bit more, or practicing social distancing from 200 people down to 50 people down to 10 people, and then shelter in place, and people feel really, what they're saying is how scary that feels, that there's a bigger agenda, that there is something that they can't quite name. And so it feels, as one friend said, it feels like the net is closing. And I thought, that's really interesting, because that's kind of at times what I have felt. It's like the net is closing. And what does that mean exactly? What does it mean when your world begins to kind of focus down and down and down and down? And those of you who have children at home that aren't used to being home with them, you're used to having them at school and having a little bit of distance. Sometimes that can feel a little overwhelming because you're out of your comfort zone. You may be off work because you have to take care of your children, or you may be out, off work because your business is closed down for whatever reason. So I want to address this feeling today of things just keep getting worse or bigger, or in some ways smaller, but the energy, it feels like, is ramping up a little bit. So I want to acknowledge that. And thank you. Hi, Sandra, for being here. I want to acknowledge, though, how important it is to just feel our feelings, and whatever they are. So let me connect in also to the collective, to other people who will be watching this. Because we live in a connected universe, those who are watching in the future may also be experiencing something different or something bigger. And so as I connect in using quantum physics, quantum mechanics, and that zero time function, oh wow, yeah, there's a lot of big energy that I can feel. I want to acknowledge people here. Hi, Anne. But I also don't want to lose connection with some of this energy. So let's take a deep breath in, and let's all get centered here. Just drop into your body, connect in with you and what you're feeling, and allow whatever's in there to just come up. If it brings up emotion, allow that. Emotion is an awesome way for our bodies to release toxins. Emotion is a way that our bodies process. It's how spirit speaks to us. Emotion is the language of spirit. It is how we use our guidance systems. Emotion is a guidance system for probably or for about 50% of the population. So with human design, if you're an emotional center, you can be in this wave and wave and wave and wave of emotion. And those of us who are not emotionally generated, but are more splenic or, may not have an authority, an inner authority, we could be activating that 50% of the population who has that emotional authority. So it's important to take some of this energy frequency down, allowing us to release those really huge emotions so that the rest of the world isn't spinning out of control. And that's what we're going to do here today. So take a breath in. Anywhere that there's just huge emotion up, acknowledge it. Acknowledge that you have these feelings. And it's okay to feel scared. It's okay to feel uncertain. We are in a period of time that we've never, or in a series of events that we've never been in worldwide before, at least in recorded history. And so it's going to bring up uncertainty. The other thing that has been brought up are all of the conspiracy theories. And that also sparks more and more and more panic and more anxiety. So what I'd like to do is to begin to delete all of that programming out of the cellular structures, between the cellular structures, out of our energy fields and out of our bodies, that is being generated by more and more and more conspiracy, more and more uncertainty. Because when we're in fear, it stops our immune system. It shuts it down. It puts us in fight, flight, or freeze. It shuts down this prefrontal cortex in the brain, and it does not allow us to think rationally. And I've said that before, and I want to reiterate it again, because when and I can feel, I woke up feeling kind of anxious myself this morning, and I'm like, why is this? And then, I'm looking at my news feed, and, earthquake and this and that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. So I had to bring myself back to center. I had to, it's like, take a breath in, come back from that edge. And I was laughing at myself, but it's easy to get into the emotions of anxiety and fear and stress and terror and whatever it is. So let's just bring it in. Let's all come together. There you go. Just drop into your bodies. Drop all the way down deep into that belly and anything that you're feeling. Just allow it to kind of bubble up effervescently, just like champagne bubbles or, bubbles in soda pop. Tell what part of the country I'm from. And just allow it to release. And we're going to ask our infinite beings to work with us, infinite being of ourselves, to release the energy that's being held in our bodies so that it doesn't keep us in fight, flight, or freeze, so that we are much more centered and calm. We're going to delete it out of the central nervous system, out of the peripheral nervous system. We're going to delete this programming out of all of the neural networks within the brain, the hypothalamus, the amygdala, out of the primal brain. Some people call it the reptilian brain, but it's that brain stem that's reactive. We're going to allow the vagus nerve to relax, because that vagus nerve is the longest nerve in the body. It travels. It helps with respiration and heartbeat and digestion. Just take a breath. Move your neck a little bit. Mine's a little stiff today. And hum. If you put your tongue on the roof of your mouth and hum. It activates that vagus nerve to relax. Another thing that we can do is to begin holding thumb. Just hold it for a minute. Hold the finger. And you can feel your body relaxing, can't you? Hold the middle finger. This is the anger finger. We laugh now. Ring finger. There. Can you feel how your body's relaxing? Doesn't that feel good? This is called Jinshin Jitsu. These are ways that you can relax. You can release some of the energies in your bodies. You can help your children relax, neighbors, parents, spouses, friends. And you can do it on both hands. But it's an awesome way to begin to get that energy up and out of your body and just begin this calming process. I'm not saying, ignore what's going on, because we need to know. We need to be aware of what's happening, but we also need to be out of that fight, flight, or freeze, because that's when we cannot think rationally. That's when we are easily hurted. It's when, we start hoarding toilet paper and being weird and losing it in the streets. And I just don't think any of us want any more of that. So let's delete this fear and panic and terror, especially everything that's being propagated by more conspiracy theories, or if things appear to be getting worse. The fear, if you're off work, that your income is going to go away, and it may have. Your income you may have been laid off. So anywhere where it's like, oh my God, the economy's crashing, all of that, the stock market's crashing, the systems of the world are coming to an end, all that end of the world energy. Let's just pull that up and out. Seek, find, gather, and bind it all. Let's clear it out of our bodies, our energy bodies, our entire beings, all of our systems, our egos and their systems, our mitochondria, all of their generations and all of their systems, throughout all of our generations and their systems, throughout their proteins, in our proteins, environments, associations, and entanglements, throughout our personal and the collective consciousness, subconsciousness, unconsciousness, anti-consciousness, throughout all personal, planetary, and universal core operating systems, all systems within those systems, throughout all of our DNAs, RNAs, chromosomes, genes. There we go. Throughout all systems and interfaces to all of the above systems, let's clear, transform, flash burn, purify, and sterilize it all now, back to and through each and all of its sources, purify and flash burn all sources, so it never existed to begin with. And let's just clear all of that old, heavy energy out. There we go. Another big breath in. And then let's begin replacing all of these uncomfortable negative frequencies with something more positive, shall we? So let's download peace and peace of mind, prosperity. Let's begin downloading the frequency. And as we download, we're downloading it through all of our neural networks. We're downloading it into the brain, into the central nervous system, out through the peripheral nervous system. Feel these energies run through your entire body, down your spinal column, through the primal brain. We're going to download all of these frequencies throughout our lymphatic systems, our blood systems, the bones, tendons, muscles, ligaments, tissues, fascia. We're going to download it through all of our energy systems through the body, all the meridians, throughout the energy fields around our body. And let's begin downloading harmony, synchronicity, order, abundance, affirmation, affirming that we are all okay. Let's download appreciation for what we do have. We have our health, we have our well-being. Most of us have roofs over our heads. We may be sleeping on somebody's couch or, in somebody's spare bedroom or whatever. But if you're watching this, you have a place to be for right now. And so let's download the appreciation for the blessings that we do have, for being able to come together. Let's download beauty and awareness, consciousness, bounty, bliss. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate this time out, this opportunity to kind of take a break. What do you want to create? What do you want to do during this beautiful time out that we have? And it's kind of enforced. I'm not saying that it's not, but we can choose. We can choose how we want to feel. And so let's download courageousness, courage, cooperation, confidence, free will choice. Let's download creativity and co-creativity, desire, and determination, and a resiliency. Let's download resiliency in our bodies, in our immune systems, in all the cellular structures. Right now, I'm activating health and well-being throughout all of your body systems, through all of your manifestation systems. We're going to download encouragement and ease, endurance, enjoyment, enlightenment, enough and more than enough. Let's download enjoyment and joy. Let's download being enterprising. What are some of the things that we can do to be enterprising? What new, creative, fun ideas can you come up with? This is an opportunity to use that creative brain and inspiration, divine inspiration. Let's download enrichment and ethics, enterprise. What are all the ways that we can be enterprising? I love that word. Let's download faith, freedom, emotional, mental, physical, spiritual, and financial freedom. Let's download fulfillment and fun. Let's have some fun. What are the ways that we can come together and have fun? I love that. And gentleness. Let's be gentle with ourselves. As a matter of fact, put your right hand on your heart, left hand on your solar plexus, or your left hand over your right hand, and just nurture. Let's download that frequency of nurturing and being healthy and whole, of goodness, happiness, genuineness. Again, more of that gentleness, being gentle with ourselves, with our loved ones, being in hope and honesty and integrity, ingenuity. Let's download laughter, life and love, kindness and kindheartedness, and a sense of freedom, liberation, sovereignty, connectedness. Even though we may be sheltering in place, what are the ways that we can remain connected with one another? And even if our systems like this go down, what are the ways? What are all of the ways that we can still know that we are connected with one another and that we care about one another? Let's send and connect in love and compassion, cooperation and communion. Let's download and connect in loyalty to one another, nirvana, optimism, order, structure, our own structures that support us, patience, peace and peacefulness, that sense of resiliency and perseverance, but also a sense of pleasure. What brings you pleasure? What are some of the simple joys? A glass of water, cup of tea, cup of coffee, sitting in the sunlight, your feet in the grass. If it's cold, sitting by a warm fire, maybe snuggled under a blanket with you and your cat or your dog or children or loved ones, whatever. If you're alone, just nurturing. Let's download receiving the blessings, the opportunities that are available to us right now. The remarkableness of this time. What is available? What's new? What is emerging? What's emerging for you? Let's download satisfaction, safety, sacredness, self-love, self-control, self-centeredness, self-assertiveness, self-empowerment, simplicity, being smart, being very intelligent through this whole period of time. What can we do to be innovative? Let's download strength and success and supportiveness, sufficiency and self-sufficiency, thoughtfulness, thriving, tranquility, transcendence, trust, infinite, unconditional love, being upgraded, uplifted, unfettered, valued, radiant, vibrant health and well-being, wholeness and wholesomeness and well-being, vitality. What wonderment. How can we look at this whole situation with new eyes that see new opportunities, new beginnings? You know, I look at the sky and it's clear. Our planet is healing in just a few days. What is worthwhile and wonderful and worthy now? What can we say yes to? Yes to ourselves, yes to our dreams and our desires. Is this a new opportunity to say yes to you? Another deep breath, and just feel as all of these frequencies fill every cell, every molecule, every atom and subatomic particle of your body, mind, and being. Again, filling the bones, tendons, muscles, ligaments, tissues, and fascia. And then emanating out into the world, connecting with all of the other like-minded people, places, circumstances, events, and things that are fully aligned with who you are. Connect in ways that you have not before. Allow yourself to be open and intuitive. Allow yourself to be nurtured by others. Know that even if you are sheltering at home, staying in one place, you are not alone. You are here, and I'm here with you. Take another deep breath in, and let's download, infuse, implement, and integrate all of these new frequencies and everything they represent, clearing and removing all old limiting patterns and programs, anything that no longer serves. And then activate, synchronize, harmonize, and optimize all of these frequencies, these new frequencies, these positive frequencies, and apply them all as functional skill sets. Thank you for being here today. I hope this has been of benefit or value. This will be posted on, and thank you again, everybody, for the love and for being here today. It really does my heart good. It makes me feel like, we're coming together as a community. This video will also be up on my YouTube channel. I would love a subscribe, a share on Facebook and or through YouTube to anybody that you know. We will be doing these daily. And I want to thank you. I want to thank you for your presence, for what energy you bring to the world, and for being who you are. I love you dearly, everyone. Take care. Thank you, Kathleen. Thank you, Amy, Gavin, Sandra, all of you who have been here and commented. And I look forward to tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.